Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
That nigga about to be my defensive coordinator.
We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago: 4 catches, 51 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He fights him off, shoving through the defense, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After
what is the point, Ray?
on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first down coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They go play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Oh, what a grab by Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it.
Don't you ever come to Baltimore on that bullshit again.
A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Watson. Fighting through pressure. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Watson. And it's a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Again, it's Watson. call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
This one from 48 yards away.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Zay Flowers of the Raven offense back onto the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson steps away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win again.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bryce Young leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Josh Jacobs, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys are on the road to Blowout City. They lead it big, as we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They go play action with Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 32. I kind of thought that they would accept that even with the good gain they had.
I'm with you on that one because it would have set up a 2nd and 5 situation. Now you have 1 down to pick up the 1st down, and you know it's not guaranteed in the NFL.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Browns drive about to get started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They shakes him off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. In motion right, that's Claypool. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Shrugs him off, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Watson.
Connection made with Chenault.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. Here's Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. And here's a give to Gibson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first down, right back to Gibson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Gibson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
Right side, there's Likely with it. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 5.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here to his running back. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. There he goes, right side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Well, hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now to this point. Trying to take this home, they'll run.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Escaping the pressure right.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Baltimore, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.